All right, guys, good morning. It's Monday, the 15th of June. Welcome to your new week. I hope you had a good weekend. We have a great little chipper for you this morning. Okay, so for time. So a chipper is normally when we take a certain volume of work and we just chip away at it, steady through until we get through the first bit of work, next bit of work, next bit of work. So there's no time domain. Today, the priority is a task given. We're given you a task. We want to try and complete that task in however much time it takes you to complete the task. So the task today is 60 push-ups. You have to complete the 60 push-ups before you go into the next one. 60 plank ankle taps. So you're holding in a plank position, tapping the ankles. It's going to work the midline, get the glutes firing. 40 object jump overs. We get the heart rate going. And 40 sit-ups to finish off the midline a little bit more. That is one round. If you feel that it is enough after one round, that's great. If you feel like you want to do a second and a third round, you can do that. Okay? So that are your scaling options. So scaling options today, push-up. From a strict push-up, we're going to do knees to floor push-up. Okay? Ankle taps, we're going to do some foot taps. Object jumps, we're going to scale the height. And then the sit-ups, we're going to scale as well. So let's have a quick look. First push-up. Remember on the push-up, we're always looking for that strong midline. Push-up are not just about chest and shoulders. It's about keeping that shoulder girdle and your midline nice and engaged. So from there, shoulders back, chin pulled up and in, straight legs, lower tummy in, and then try and keep that body as straight as you can. Chest to floor, hips to floor, press. Okay, what I don't want to see is this, where the hips stay low and the chest is working. Also don't want to see a snake. Up and back and down. Try and keep the body nice and still, even if you're on the knees. Hips to chest, floor to chest, push. Lift the knees, knees to floor. Chest to floor, push, hips. On the push-ups, if your elbows too wide, the wider your elbows in this position, the more work into the shoulder joint. The more you tuck the elbows in, a little bit more work into the triceps, but less stress into the shoulders. Tummy tucked in, press, push. They're going to be your push-ups, 60 push-ups. If push-ups is too much for your shoulder, you can change this. You can either do a plank hold, so hold for a plank for as long as you can. Okay, maybe do 2 max plank holds, or you can change it for sit-ups. You can change it for air squats. We're not doing air squats today. Any movement that you want, that you can change it for, 60 reps, okay, or a given amount of time, as long as it's challenging. Next from that, we're going to go into plank ankle taps. So from there, shoulders back, chest up. Now what's going to be challenging about this is that the shoulder girdle and the midline are already going to have worked from the push-ups that you've done. So from there, stomach tight, chest up, one leg up, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're alternating left, right, left, right, left, right. Those are going to be your plank ankle taps. Scaling option for this is not to take too wide. Instead of lifting up, you just do step, step, 1, step, step, 2, 3, and you got little foot taps, which just takes the work out of that lower back and out of that lift and out of the lower back. I said that already. Next one, object jump overs. So you're going to take your line. If you do small object jump overs, you can do a small line, jumping over from side to side, slightly bigger object, jumping over a bigger object, 1, 2. If you do step over an object, you can step over an object. But the idea is to have something that's a little bit more challenging to make the 40 reps worth the work that you're going to do. And the last one, sit-ups, chin tucked in, touch, hop, 1, hop, 2, 40 sit-ups. If you need to scale this, remember you can keep the lower back flat, left and right in the elbows, or what you can also do is just ankle touches to keep the back flat, rib cage, stomach connected. That's your workout for today, Monday. One round enough, and that's great. If we do a second round and a third round, go for it, smash it. Stick with us. We're going to go through the warm-up briefing, and we're going to go through project inversion number 7. Okay guys, welcome to your warm-up. So we've got a 10-meter bear crawl. We're going to do, well, let's start off. 5-minute run, row, cycle, skip, always, okay? That's a given. By now, bear crawl. We're going to do a 10-meter bear crawl, there and back if you want to. We do 5 inchworms to push-ups. We do air squats to jumping jack. We do half handstands or scissor kicks. And we're going to do scale to some get up and get downs on those. And we do a bear crawl to go again. 1 round of that should get your shoulders nice and warm. You may have to do some extra mobility for that overhead position before we get to the handstand work, but let's go through that first. So the first one, bear crawl, 10 meters there, 10 meters back, something nice and tight. Oh, walking forward, okay, all the way, shoulders rolling, and then pushing back to the shoulders, walking backwards, step, walking backwards, stand, all the way up. Those are your bear crawls. If you're not comfortable with your bear crawls, you do an inchworm. You walk forward, knees to floor, chest to floor, push back to the shoulders. That's that same rolling to the shoulders, stand, rolling up along your spine for your inchworms. Then we're going to do an additional inchworm next movement. So it's an inchworm, and we do 3 push-ups. Push, 1, 2, 3, push back to the shoulders. There's your overhead position. Okay, work that range of movement. Then walk your hands back up, touch, roll back up. So if you inchworm, 1 inchworm, 3 push-ups, walk back up. 1 inchworm, 3 push-ups, walk back up. 5 reps in total. So you end up doing 15 repetitions of push-ups. If the push-ups are too much for you, just do 1 push-up, walk back up from the inchworm. From that, we're going to go into air squats to jumping jack. From there, air squat, hop, jumping jack, air squat, jumping jack, air squat. We'll get the heart rate going, we'll get the legs going. Air squat to jumping jack. If you're not going to do a jumping jack, that's fine. You can either just do jumping jacks, or you can just do air squats. That's also fine. 10 of those. Then we can do half a handstand. So half a handstand, we're just looking to lock those arms out. And we're doing a little scissor kick in the leg, change legs, come back down. So from there, straight arms, scissor kick, hop, jump. 1, stomach tight, hop, jump. 2, and we're going to do about 10. You can either walk all the way across the floor, 5 in one direction, 5 in the direction for the scissor kicks. If you're not going to do scissor kicks, we do a push back. So from there, nice and easy, push to the shoulders, back, push the shoulders, back. We're looking for that strong overhead position for the pushbacks. Once you do that, back into your bear crawl, forwards, backwards. Little routine. Use that routine to get the shoulders nice and warm with that overhead position. And that's your warm-up. Okay guys, so we've got project inversion number 7 today. So we are almost halfway through the month, so we're doing a halfway test. So at the beginning of the month, we did a max handstand hold. So what we wanted to test was how long can you hold that handstand hold, and you're going to do it for a max time, and that is going to be a judge to assess how long we're going to hold that handstand overhead position for. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a max handstand hold. So there's a few ways we can do this. We're going to go through the first scaling option. So you have to try and remember where you did this the first time, and hopefully you're going to be a little bit further along in your project inversion, that you'll have either better mobility, you'll either have better strength in that overhead position, or you're going to be a little bit more comfortable getting your head upside down. First progression is just going to be a pushback, and we do a max hold and a pushback. So the first one, from there, you're going to press out, set your clock, beep, 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 3, 2, 1, go, press and hold, and you're holding for as long as you can, lock the arms out. And you're going to hold for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, a minute, if you can. If that's too much for that overhead position, we're just going to do a tall plank hold. There's your strength position. Arms locked out, shoulders back, tummy tucked, chin pulled in, and we're holding for as long as you can in a plank position. If you're not doing a plank position or pushback, we can do a pike with the feet up on the wall, or up in a chair if you want. So from there, hips locked out, hips tucked inside, and there's your pike, arms locked out, push the shoulders, the hips up into the air, pressing, 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 holding, and holding for as long as possible for that handstand hold. If you're not doing that, you're going to progress up. Last progression, upside down, handstand position, up, press, lock through the shoulders, make sure the bum's not on the wall, hips up, press to the feet, and we're holding that position for as long as you can in that overhead position. Okay guys, those are your holds. We're going to do 3 sets of that. So the first one is going to take anything between a minute, maybe even as long as 2 minutes. If you can hold that long, great. Rest as long as you need to rest. Do it again. If you feel like you're going to go for longer, rest as long as you need to rest. Do it again 3 rounds to try and get your max time with whatever progression you're going to use on the floor. That is going to be your benchmark to test against where you were a month ago, and also benchmark now to test where you're going to be by the end of the month to see that we've improved either in your strength, your overhead mobility, or that feeling comfortable with being upside down. Give it a bash, give it your best shot. The next part that we have is a last little prep. We're going to look at choose your movements that you're going to use for the workout. You're either doing push-ups, your plank ankle taps, your object jumps, your sit-ups. Choose what scale or what movement you're going to use for the workout. Give yourself 10 repetitions of each of those movements. Use that as part of your WOD prep. You maybe do 1 round, maybe 2 rounds if you need to do a little bit extra work. If you don't feel you're warm, great. Set your clock, get into the workout, 60, 60, 40, 40, chip away at those numbers. Try and get as much work out of each of the sets that you can. If you feel like you want to do another set, go for a 2nd round or a 3rd round. And that's your Monday workout. Nice little workout. If you really pay attention to your movement and the handstand work that we've got there, it's going to be a great little shoulder tester. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.